For this center rotation, you're going to be finding a source on LGCA at Worldbook and using that source to find information about your God. The first thing you're going to need to do, though, is to cite that source so that if you need to go back to that source later, you can find it. So I'm going to walk you through the process. We're going to first start by going to lgca.org, Info Ohio, Info Ohio Electronic Resources, and that's going to open up into a new window. You're in grades 6 through 8, and it's going to bring up a list of all different resources that are appropriate for your grade. And we're going to scroll down to the bottom where it says Worldbook Student, and this is the source you're going to use. So at this point, I want you to go to Worldbook. You can pause this screencast to get there and go find your source that you're going to use. I'm going to use Zeus for my project. And it's going to bring up any article that ever has a reference to Zeus in Worldbook. But I want to know a lot of information about Zeus, so I'm going to pick probably the first one for you. It is for me, which is titled My God's Name. And then it brings up some information that I can use for him. Now, the nice thing about Worldbook is that if you scroll to the bottom, you'll see different ways to cite this article. And we see the MLA way, the APA, and the Harvard, and we are going to be focusing on MLA. And the nice thing about Worldbook is that it shows you the order that everything needs to be in. So at this point, I'm going to ask you to open a new tab, and you can either use a new tab here, or if you want to be able to scroll back and forth, then, am I going to be able to do it? Yep. I'm going to open a new window, and that way I can see both of them at the same time. And now I'm going to log into my Noodle Tools account. And you should already have your account made. That was your homework for last week. So hopefully you can just sign in and get started on this. And you should already have a project that's been titled with your God. And you can click on that. We don't want to go to create a new project because we're already working on a project. So I'm going to click on Greek God. And we'll see that I already have one source cited, which I should, because that was my homework last week to do with the Greek Gods book. So this time, we're going to create a new source, but this time it's a reference source because it's an encyclopedia. Create citation. And if you need help and don't know how to cite it and you want to watch a video, you can always click here, and there's another Show Me button. But since I'm showing you, I'm going to go to Continue. And it brings up a simple. Today you're going to get a pre-write that goes with the Seven Wonders project. I know many of you have already started your actual writing in the pamphlet, typing all of that in computer class. So you're going to use the pre-write to make sure that you have everything included in your project that you need, and